So there we go. Some alpha hertz. So, oh, that got loud quick. Hang on, sorry. It, the mouse hit that button. Music background okay. Drop one in the chat. Can you hear it? Cool. Awesome. All right. So I want you to get centered, start to feel a little relaxed, and simply become aware that you are stepping into your best version of your leadership. I'm going to cover me up so you don't have to see me. Just take some breaths and just let this music flow into you. See if you can begin to hear it with your muscles, fibers in your body. Truly let it float and flow into you. Let your nervous system relax. Remember, this is not a journey to find something. This is a journey to remember what you've always had alive, what's always been alive inside you. So in just a moment, we're going to take our transport and we're going to go to our sanctuary of undevelopment and achievement. And we're going to activate the process. We're going to reconnect with the leadership via our archetypes. So on the count of three, not just yet, on the count of three, we'll step into our transport and be instantly transported to that hallway in our sanctuary. 1, 2, 3. And we're instantly transported, filled with energy, filled with love, filled with light, into our sanctuary. And every time we come back, we feel the energy of love, of connection, even deeper, even stronger, filling us and flowing through us. I want you to find that place, that space, where you sit and connect to all things in your sanctuary. Whether this is a place you sit or lie down, feel this place, feel this space. And let's take a journey of awareness. This is a journey to remember what has always been alive inside you. Remember, you're a leader, not because you said the right words. It's because you carry the frequency of leadership in your body. And in this moment, Right now, we will awaken that frequency, connect to that frequency through the 4 archetypes that live in every powerful, leading human being. Each archetype holds both masculine and feminine essence. You carry them both. Let those energies rise and allow yourself to know they can serve you in every moment. So imagine your castle. We talk about your archetypes in the great room. So while you're sitting here comfortably in your place of connection, meditation in your sanctuary, I want you to imagine now moving into your castle, your great room, the place where your archetypes reside. And as you open the doors, the great doors to the great room, you step into the throne room. I want you to imagine this golden throne. You're the only one in this room. It's quiet, it's still, it's safe. And you see this golden throne radiating with energy, with love, with confidence. You can feel it. It has a presence, it has a vibration. This is the seat of your sovereign, your inner king, your inner queen, the one who governs, not through fear, through inner peace. This is the one who guides, not through fear, through a level of knowing, confidence, inner peace. I want you to become aware of the masculine energy, the structure, the order, the blessing. Feel that. Feel this idea of things being organized, operating in the correct form and fashion, being done in the proper order, following the program, the plan. Feel the blessing of being alive, being in charge, being able to guide. The masculine energy. Now, step into the frequency, the vibration of the feminine essence, intuition, activating, turning up your ability to have this intuitive feeling connected to knowing what, where, how it's, why it's, what it's, all the things it's going to do. You have a keen insight to that. Your ability to nurture, to care for things, to help things grow, to help people grow, to help dreams grow. This is your sovereign. Feel these energies through inner peace. You radiate this feminine energy This radiates a commanding vibration as you stand in this feminine energy of sovereignty. Pure power spoken without saying a word, a calmness, a collectedness. Now listen to these words. Say them to yourself softly. They're designed for your subconscious. You can hear them. It serves you to say them, or you can just let them float in and activate. Here they are. I see with wisdom. Say that. I see with wisdom. I speak with integrity. I speak with integrity. I lead with presence. I lead with presence. I hold the throne within me. I hold the throne within me. Feel your chest rise, not just out. Your spine starts to straighten, and your chest just rises up just a little bit. Feel your spine lengthen. Remember, the sovereign is not loud, because their word is law. The sovereign is not loud, because their word is law. Let this certainty, this understanding, these masculine and feminine essences settle into your bones. Give your shoulders a roll. Feel that energy settling in, locking in. Now, as the sovereign energy, imagine leaving your throne room and walking outside of the castle, instantly transporting yourself out onto the grounds where the training takes place. You're walking into a training ground. This is the area of your warrior, the center of action and boundaries. As you walk into the training ground, you see all of the tools and all of the devices they use to train with, to strengthen with. I want you to pay attention to the earth. Feel how solid it is beneath you as you walk as the warrior across this area. Your breath, feel it very clear, very crisp, with intention. This is the energy of the warrior, the part that moves you, protects you, and acts. The part that moves, protects, an axe. Let's activate the feminine energy of the warrior. Fierce protection. You have a sacred rage. Think about that. You want things to be absolutely held in the highest level of purity, sacredness. This is the feminine warrior energy, and you embody resolve. The challenge arises, and you say, "This is done." Fierce protection, feel it. As a mother protects her cubs, a sacred rage, doing things with honor, love, and respect, and an embodied resolve. The masculine essence is direction, discipline, and honor. Direction, which way to go. Discipline, understanding. It's not the beginning, it's the finishing that counts. And the honor to do the right thing. So let's have our little mantras, our saying. I want you to find different muscles in your body, and I want you to tense them without making the movement. Just find that muscle, your calves, make them tense, and then relax. And then maybe your thighs, just activate the muscles in your thighs. Hold it and relax. Flex your biceps, tense, and relax. These are the tools of your warrior. Here's the statement: I protect what matters. I protect what matters. I act with precision. I act with precision. I move with purpose. I move with purpose. I own the path I walk. Feel it, both masculine and feminine energy. I protect what matters. I act with precision. I move with purpose. I own the path I walk. This is the confidence that comes not from aggression. It comes from aligned direction. Oh, feel it. Feel that safety. Feel that resolve. Feel that honor in your body. This is your warrior confidence. Give your body a stretch. Feel your body expanding. You might yawn as your brain resets to these new calibrations. And now you're going to enter back into your castle, and you're going to go to the magician's chamber. And you come upon the door into the magician's chamber, and you open it, and you're beyond amazed, because inside the castle, inside this chamber, you enter into this dark room that is lit by the stars of the night. And the stars are so bright in this room that you have no trouble seeing. And you see the books and the symbols and the deep pools of water, and an inner knowing surrounds you. This is the magician's chamber. This is the domain of that magical energy that resides and is coming alive in you. The magician is the visionary, the strategist, the one who sees what others cannot. Here's the masculine energy. Wisdom, logic, and an archetypal structure, meaning old ideas, structured ideas are valuable. And the feminine essence is intuition, inner alchemy. Alchemy is the ability to turn metals into gold. You take these inner challenges and turn them into gold and platinum and success. Inner alchemy. And an energetic knowing. Just a knowing of what's right, what's good, what serves the most. Masculine is the wisdom, the logic, and an archetypal structure. The feminine intuition, inner alchemy. Take any challenge, turn it into gold. Turn it into stardust and light and love. An energetic knowing. Remember, this is the magician, the visionary, the strategist, the one who sees what others cannot. Allow your inner mystic to awaken. This part of you doesn't guess. It knows. This part of you doesn't say, I don't know. It knows. This energy doesn't say, I hope so. The magician knows. So here's the activation. I translate, feel free to say after me, I translate insight into action. I translate insight into action. I see beyond illusion. I see beyond illusion. I guide with clarity. I guide with clarity. I alchemize my pain into power. I alchemize my pain into power. Listen again, feel your body awaken, feel that wisdom and logic and inner alchemy and energetic knowing awakening inside of you, activating the confidence and leadership of your magician. I translate insight into action. I see beyond illusion. I guide with clarity. And I turn my pain into power. I alchemize my pain into power. This part of me doesn't guess anymore. It knows. See the stars. Hear the energy. Feel the wisdom in this room flowing into you. Thank your magician energy, and let's go ahead and step back into the hallway of the castle, feeling the activation of our sovereign, the confidence and protection of our warrior, and the knowing of our magician. And now we'll send ourselves back out into the garden of our castle. And as you step into this area, you see all of the beautiful colors of a garden that excite you. All of the flowers you begin to smell, your favorite ones are growing. In this beautiful, amazing garden, with the smell of the flowers and hearing the breezes in the trees, you feel the air on your skin, and you know this is the realm of the lover, the part of you that connects deeply, this part of you that fully feels everything, and that allows life to flow through. The masculine essence of the lover is devotion, presence, being present in this particular moment, and a very sensual courage. Highly energetic courage. Feel devotion. Feel being present in this sensual courage. The feminine essence is receptivity, meeting people where they're at and just receiving them for who they are. Magnetism, the way you draw things to you. And a heart-centered vulnerability. This receptivity, magnetism, and a heart-centered vulnerability is the feminine essence of your lover. Begin to breathe through your heart. Imagine breathing into and out of your heart, feeling it expand. Let your heart open without closing your strength. Operating from this energy doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're beyond strong. This is not a softness for approval, to protect or back down. This is a powerful receptivity. With your heart open, you can receive things as they arrive and as they are. This draws the right people and dissolves the wrong ones. Here's the statement, here's the mantra. Feel free to repeat it. Feel it deeply in your spirit. I feel deeply. I connect without fear. I receive without apology. I let life move through me. I feel deeply. I connect without fear. I receive without apology. I let life move through me. Allow your heart to continue to open. Remember, this isn't a softness that's needing approval. This is allowing others a safe place to arrive. This is powerful receptivity. This draws in the right people and it dissolves the wrong ones. So let's leave our castle and enter back into our sanctuary. Knowing this energy, these spaces that you just visited have always been and will always be there for you to arrive in. As you sit in your sanctuary now, with the activation of your archetypes, imagine all 4 archetypes are with you. You're not a fragment of it. You're not a piece of it. You are the whole collection of these energies. And let's put them all together as one. I lead with the sovereign's calm. Feel free to repeat. I lead with the sovereign's calm. I act with the warrior's precision. I act with the warrior's precision. I see with the magician's clarity. I see with the magician's clarity. I connect with the lover's truth. I connect with the lover's truth. I lead with the sovereign's calm. I act with the warrior's precision. I see with the magician's clarity, and I connect with the lover's truth. You no longer borrow confidence, you transmit it. Say, I no longer borrow confidence, I transmit it. because every part of me is turned on, is online, and is acting right now. Take one final breath, big breath in, hold it, and exhale. And listen to these words. You do not become a leader by trying harder. You awaken the one that's already living inside you. You don't become a leader by trying harder. You awaken the one that's already alive inside of you. Feel this. Become aware of the energies you've now activated in this amazing framework called your body. The universal sources, the immense skills and capabilities that now are active inside of you. And when you're ready, we'll rise from this place in your sanctuary. And we'll begin to walk towards our hallway to enter back into this time and space with the energies of our archetypes, fully acknowledged, fully aware, and fully awakened, filled with confidence. And as you stand here in the hallway, waiting for your transport in just a moment, not just yet, in just a moment, we'll enter back into this time and space. I want you to remember, the world doesn't need loud leaders. It needs integrated ones, ones who are whole, ones who operate completely. And now you are one. Say it. And now I am one. On the count of 3, we'll enter into our transport and be brought back to this time, this space, this place, healthier, wealthier, filled with more joy, more love, more confidence. Feel all of those golden lights and white lights flowing into you right now from all parts of your chambers, all parts of your sanctuary, filling you. And as you absorb this, in the count of 3, we'll instantly transport with this energy back to this space and time. 1, 2, 3. And you're back safely, healthy, better than you've ever been, healthier than you've ever been, filled with more energy, more light, more love. And as you slowly arise and awaken with your eyes to this moment, I want you to look for things that are red in your room. Activate your prefrontal cortex, knowing that you just did this, you just became this, you just activated all of this energy. And this is your confident self. This is you, ready for the world. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Take a stretch, drink some water. Feel this new version of you, this activated version of you that's always been alive in you.
Wide awake while the world is sound asleep, and too afraid of what might show up while you're dreaming. Nobody sees you. Nobody will believe you. Every day you try to pick up all the pieces, all the
Good
memories that say
morning,
I'll
good
never
morning,
leave you.
good morning, my
Nobody,
archetypes.
nobody, nobody sees you. Nobody,
Welcome home.
nobody will believe you.
Welcome home. What did you hear? What did you feel? What did you learn? What did you like? Oh, that was a big one. Oh, oh, good. Good morning. Who had any ahas or oshitakis or
I had Oshitakis this whole week. Good morning, superstar.
good morning, sir.
How's life been treating you?
Outstandingly.
I could imagine. Well, for me, it was a roller coaster this week, I gotta say.
Yeah, cool.
I journaled last night probably for an hour and a half because I said, okay, listen, something's not right, and you know, I gotta see what's out there. And I did. And then I went through the last 4 weeks, so the last 1 month worth of entries.
Mm-hmm.
I reread them and I noticed the pattern. And then the pattern was that I said as I wrote in it, I said, here's what I don't do, here's what I don't do, here's what I don't do. And then entry upon entry upon entry upon entry that it's the same. Here's what I don't, and the things are the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of wrote about them and I said, okay, I got to do this. And I wrote it down and I still didn't do it. So I was like, okay. And then this morning I said, all right, I'm not a poet, so I'm not gonna be, writing what I need to do every single day. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do it. And then I did it, and would you look at that? All of a sudden,
No.
I'm uh, back going towards being in the state because while I was out of state past 10 or so days, I mean, the shit that happened, you wouldn't believe. I mean, this right here, this guy, this is Deutschland's meistgesuchte. This is Deutschland's most wanted, man. I got arrested in Germany for some shit. It was it's just ridiculous. I mean, the shit that happened, sorry for my language, but the shiitake that happened, it was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. And I was
Was
like,
it?
okay,
Was it? Don't say it was
yes.
ridiculous. It was a great lesson. Where else could you have gone and done that? You didn't have to do it at home. You did it someplace else.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
cool was that?
I was happy about one thing though, and this is what I journaled as well. It was a feeling, and I hope that this will make sense. It does in my mind anyway.
That's all that matters.
So in the past 10 days or 2 weeks or so, I would have two options.
Mm-hmm.
Either I feel happy and I get these phases of happiness throughout the day,
Mm-hmm.
or if something bad happens, like total BS that got me detained in Germany,
Mm-hmm.
um, I would I would
And
just be like,
BS is belief system.
if you say so.
100%. When you realize it was your belief system that got you stuck there, then that's the best BS that it could have been. So go ahead.
It was the fact that I forgot that I had a taser in my car, and apparently it's highly illegal in Germany. And I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, well,
well, but was it? They only made you know. Did they took it from you, right?
yeah,
Yeah. So could you get
they,
another one?
yeah, I could,
You
I
know
did.
what's highly illegal in the world? Confidence. And
Uh,
everybody takes it away from you.
well, they didn't because that thing. So I went to Germany with a sole purpose of going to a concert in
Sure.
Munich. And in the end of the day, I actually couldn't go to the concert because I got arrested. So,
Shocking.
yeah. And I came home. I mean, I came to the hotel and I was like, what the hell just happened? And then this goes back to what I wanted to say. So, over the past, let's say 2 weeks, I would either be happy, or if something bad happens, I'd be like, okay, whatever. It's just gonna pass and whatever. So I guess what I want to say is that the petty things couldn't touch me,
Mhm.
and that's what I'm happy about as well. Because if something bad happened, I was like, okay, whatever. Let's just move on. It's just a bump in, and it's done. And that's what actually makes me happy, to be honest. So
So
that's
wasn't it
good.
a great test?
Yeah,
The band that was the concert, was this a collaboration of bands or one particular band or one particular group?
it was an artist, one artist.
Okay. So is that artist still live?
Yeah.
That artist still going to have more concerts?
Yep. Yeah.
So when's the next concert you plan to go to?
I think they'll be in Vienna during the summertime, I think.
Okay.
Maybe June or July, something.
Awesome. So I'd find out and I'd start planning.
Yeah. I would. I would. And
Right?
then it was good.
So any scars?
No.
Any blood?
Nope.
No, but sometimes the wounds are deeper than any cut. And this is how people operate their entire life. Anytime somebody talks about Germany, they would say, oh, let me tell you about my story of Germany. And they bring the wound, open the wound back up. You don't ever have to repeat the story. I went to Germany once recently, and I got to tell you, what a memorable time it was. I loved it. That's it. Otherwise, you bring up all of that stuff, and everybody's now where we get into what's called one-itis. I got to one up better. I got to do one better story than you. Oh, that was bad. You should hear my story. Oh, that was bad. I went to Yugoslavia. I don't even think it exists anymore. I went to Budapest, and oh my God, in Budapest, I got somebody on the train spanked me. What? Everybody wants to tell their pain stories. I would never have another pain story. I'd have a story that's very interesting. Every time you speak of anything you speak of, you bring that vibration to bring it to light and to life. There's always a positive and a negative version of every story. I would always just tell the best version of the story that allows everybody around you, the frequency around you, to have fun. That's what I call it a roving mastermind. When I show up in my world here in this little world known as Clinton, Arkansas, people have smiles on their faces. I haven't said a word. Doesn't matter what's going on in my day. Doesn't matter. I don't know what's going on in their day. I just know I want my world to be of a vibration and of a frequency of my choosing. So, yeah, we've all had some pretty crazy things. You can even tell the story of being arrested as a fun story. Oh my gosh, I got detained. I got to think about things I never thought about. When's the last time somebody slowed you down? Slowed you down and said, you might want to think about this. It was the greatest experience. I've never had that happen to me in Germany. It was the best time ever. Right? This is a Wallace D. Waddles moment in a certain way. Always tell the stories in a certain way that serve you. And then be the filter when other people go, oh, well, and they start going off in negative land. You have to listen with your positive filter. Every moment, every second of every moment that you bring a thought into your mind, if it lasts more than 15 seconds, it begins to take on a light and a life of its own. So you'll always have this fun story of Germany, of driving, of one little thing. I had the same thing happen at a nuclear facility. I think I told the story. I had an empty weapon in the back of my car at a nuclear facility. You're not allowed to bring guns on. Although everybody has it, and everybody told me, why'd you tell them you had a gun? I said, I don't know. I didn't know. Because I remembered I was at the range and it was in the back floor of my seat. And because I had been in the facility so many times, I got my hand slapped. and they held the gun and they gave it to me when I exited the facility. But this was a nuclear facility, and I was driving in and out of it. There was two other facilities there, but they were coal powered. It's called the Crystal River Nuke Station. So they have three power plants, three coal-fired power plants there, and one nuclear facility. And I was going into the nuke. Yeah, it was 4 hours of my day I'll probably not forget. It was fun. I wouldn't recommend it, right? I wouldn't recommend it, but it sure was fun. I got to meet a lot of people I'd have never met. I would have never met, and I didn't meet. And I was instantly known every place I went in the facility. Hey, gun boy. I got a lot of orders that day because people felt bad for me. It was a great day. It was one of the bigger sales days for me. I loved it. And by the time I got over to the coal powered plants, they already knew that. The guards at the stations already knew it. Hey, Murph, what are you doing? Do you want to give me the pistol? It was a 38. My little 38 I carry. So, anyways, yeah, congratulations. I'm glad you made it back home. So, what'd you learn? What'd you like?
I learned that it is all about it is really, truly, it is all about changing the way you look at things. And then they obviously changed because these people, I mean, they were so polite. Like you wouldn't believe. They was so polite. At the end of the day, I was there for like 3 or 4 hours as well. They took my fingerprints, took my photos, took photos of my tattoos, like I was Escobar or something. And they were so polite throughout throughout this whole situation. And at the end of the day, the chief of the station gave me my documents back, gave my passport and my car ID and so on. And they said, "Hey, listen, we know you wanted to go to the concert, but you're not gonna make it, so I'm sorry, but that is the law." And I was like, "Okay, all right, man. Listen, I mean, it is what it is." I thought it was gonna be hell of a lot worse because the way they spoke at one point,
It
when they,
was. It was going to be a hell of a lot worse.
I thought it was gonna be hell in a handbasket
It
because
was. Why do you think it wasn't?
it wasn't.
Because you made it so. If you don't think you have that power, go bang your head against the wall till the reality wakes out. You change the state of the people, the world you're in. This doesn't happen in my world.
That's interesting because they I just got a slap on the wrist. I paid that 250 euro fine. And then yesterday, a friend
So
calls
let me
me.
ask you, how long does somebody in Serbia have to work to make 250?
I'd say a week probably,
Okay. And
maybe 10
so
days.
you did it in 4 hours.
Yeah.
Look at how you compress success, right? You had 250 on you. How many people typically don't carry 250 euros?
They don't.
No. So you had it. So are you not? Maybe this is the universe awakening you to the level of success you've already achieved that you haven't paid attention to. I was able to take a week's salary for the average person who I know sometimes cries at night on their pillow, and I was able to give it over in a matter of 4 hours. For my freedom, yeah. But do you realize that for 250 euros, you only were slowed down in life for 4 hours? Do you know how many people are slowed down in life for 4 years, for decades, because they don't have 250 euros available to themselves?
Yeah.
No, you don't. Pay attention to it. Become aware of it. What you just did is the top 1%. The fact that you had it surprised them because they judged you. They had you pinned. They had you pegged. This little hot snot shit from Serbia coming into our country with a taser. We're gonna screw his life over.
Yeah, they said that. He said to me in English because one of them spoke English, and he said, "You did nothing wrong." And I said, "Well, why did you pull me over if I did nothing wrong?" And he was 100% transparent. He just said, "We saw uh, um, a what's the thing when you have the color or windows on your car?
Tinted.
Tint. Yeah. They said openly to me, we saw a tinted BMW with Serbian plates. We saw that you're young, you're suspicious, and we pulled you over because you have Serbian plates. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Well, okay.
So that's the perception of reality.
Yeah.
Now, because you were one in a million, because you were kind to them, the only thing they could do is be kind back. Do you realize the shift that had to be in place in the energy in the world you sat in? Because they were a little offensive in the beginning, because you were wayly offensive in the beginning. Your DMN kicked in, your default mode network kicked in. Stop me. You
That's exactly what
yeah, no kidding.
that's exactly
This
what
is
happened.
there's no science to this. This is absolutely predictable. This isn't I'm guessing and pulling stuff out of my ears. You reacted in a way that instead of going, absolutely, you pulled me over. Why'd you pull me over? Why'd you pull me over? Well, because you're Serbian, you're young, and you look like an asshole. You have all of the qualities of assholeitis. Rich carb, tinted windows, Serbian plates, too young to have any of this, got to be drugs. Not a shocker. And then because their energy, it was a math problem at that point. How many of them were at the car when they initially pulled you over?
Just two of them. The guy that was driving
It
in
was two
and
to
the
one.
driver.
It's a
Yeah.
simple math problem, 2 to 1. How many were in the station?
Yeah, probably about half of I don't know, like 2 dozen.
So do you realize the math problem? Because when you change the energy, you change the math problem. You went from addition and subtraction when they were there. They showed up, there was more of them, so you subtracted. When you realized this wasn't going to get any better by you being a jackhole, you shifted your energy and you went into multiplication because you had to multiply to get out of that feeling, to get into state, to say, this is what it is, whatever it is. Okay, I'm good. Take a breath. And you influence now 24 people because they talked about you in the rooms you weren't in. Something, and then because you're nice, they thought even something was even worse. Now, what is he trying to hide? Why is he being so nice? What is this energy? What is this frequency? What is this? There's something wrong. So there's something else with him. Go look at his itinerary. Go look at his schedule. Go look at who he is. How many other arrests has he had? And they checked all of that and they didn't find anything. Or whatever they did find was like, yeah, but there's got to be something bigger because he's hiding something. And then at one point it switched to no longer hiding, to just realizing that is who you are. And the second that happened, the influence went from 24 to 1 to 1 multiplying into the other 24. And they apologized, let you go, and said, hey, listen, sorry you missed the concert.
The shift was crazy, I gotta say, because when they pulled me over, they they got out of the car. They immediately started shouting, "Bundes Polizei, Bundes Polizei." I'm like, okay, whatever, man, it's okay. And then because my window was down, the guy that came over, he immediately started shouting, "Was in the Drogen, was in the Drogen," which is where are the drugs. And I'm like, "What are you talking about, buddy? Like, hold on your horses, man. What's all this about?" And then
He
when we
said,
got
where's the
into
drugs?
yeah, he said,
Yeah.
"Was in the
So,
Drogen,"
yeah.
which
So
means
that's
where are the drugs.
that's not an assumption.
Yeah, that no,
Right.
absolutely not.
But 9 times out of 10 or 99 times out of 100, he would have always been right, wouldn't he have?
I'd say yes, probably.
So 99 times out of 100, he would have been right. Do you know how hard it is for authorities to admit they're wrong? You were the one out of 100 that they had to admit they were wrong. It took them 4 hours and $250 and a thank you to admit they were wrong. But see, here's the thing. This is where I can now have this conversation with you. They were never right. It's not that they were wrong, they were never right. And that's even a bigger problem. I'm okay if I did it wrong because it was that way and now it's shifted. They were never right. Do you realize what it took for you to maintain your truth. You lost it in the beginning. Default mode network kicked in. This is the first time you had practice with this. Probably don't need more practice, but if the next time it happens, you'll stay in state going, this is going to be fun. I cannot wait for these stories. As opposed to, what are you talking about? No, hey, hi, good afternoon. Guten Tag. Right? It took you a while to remember who you were becoming. 4 hours, $250. That was a hell of a class.
I was very chill about it, actually. I was sitting there in the booking cell.
You were chill on the outside.
Yeah.
Listen carefully. You were chill on the outside. You looked it, but they had this feeling, oh, he's hiding something. This is the essence of confidence. They were confident. They were confident that your feeling wasn't 100% yet. And as you slowly realized that this isn't escalating anymore, they're just now they have to go backpedal on their ideas and let you out. They have to let you go. They thought they had you. This is the crab in the bucket pulling you back down. They knew they had you. They had you by pants and ankles and belt and shirt, and you were not going anywhere, you little Serbian bastard. They had to let you. That's how powerful you sat and became in that situation. They had no choice but to let you go. When you have your DMP in place, the world has no choice yet to let you win. Period. It is unstoppable. This is a perfect example of unstoppability. In 4 hours, you did what could have been a 3-day experience.
Yeah.
And a lot more prodding and poking and exploring spaces in you that you wouldn't want to explore.
Yeah. And it was extremely interesting to me because it was such a shift, just as you described. I mean, you described it perfectly. They came on. I mean, they got to come on serious and tough and whatnot because they're the police. And then
no, that's how they're wired.
Yeah.
The title gives them the wiring, but the wiring is a title that fits them. So they were who they are. Do you realize you had to shift them? Did anybody else say goodbye or thank you or have a nice trip or be safe or other than the chief?
Yeah, the guy that actually got me there, and then the lady that
and so this is the guy that said, where are the drugs? Where are the drugs?
Yeah.
So he went from where are the drugs? You're a druggie, you're a druggie, you're a druggie. There's no way you're going to convince me. You're lying, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying. Say, hey, listen, have a nice day. What? Do you realize what you had to do? How you had to just sit in your presence, and they couldn't. It's not that we now have to. I'm going to do my German accent. We now have to be nice to him as he's leaving. These little bastard. He's still no. You were no longer the bastard from Serbia. They will always talk about you. Remember that kid that we thought was really like, no, there's no way. And then he had the 250 euros. It's like we still wanted to go. Nobody's got that money. Versailles, you've missed the concert. Auf Wiedersehen. Try the shit.
But the taser is illegal in Germany, so that's why. I was like, okay, man. I was like, whatever. So it was truly a fun experience, and actually, you wouldn't believe this because I did, but when we went to the station and they started asking me about, do I make trouble in Serbia or did I ever have problems abroad or whatever, I told them, hey, listen, go ahead and look at my passport. You'll see I have an American visa, which means I went through all the security measures, because you don't get issued a visa if you're not good. And they said, okay, we see. And then they pulled it over and they say, oh, I really have an American visa. I'm like, duh. And they said, oh, okay.
So that's the phrase. Yeah. That's the phrase. Documentation beats conversation.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing. Wasn't the visa part of your evidence file?
It was.
So now, do you want to go create your freaking evidence file of the 500 of the 1,000 things you've done well, so that when you get distracted, when you get delayed, when you get pissed off, when you get, this is ridiculous. So this is just, I can't, it's not happening fast enough. You have to go back and look at your evidence file and say, hey, listen, I've been through all of the security measures for success. I'm on the right path. Oh, okay. We need to remind ourselves of our successes. You had that visa. Listen, maybe the only reason, in addition to coming to the ranch and having some fun, but maybe that's the reason that you got denied and got it accepted. You got denied and got it accepted, and that they go, oh, okay, we see. Oh no, this is real. All of your successes, every one of you listening, all of your successes are real. Why do you forget them? Why don't you brag on them to you? Knuckleheads. Ugh. There's not one thing AJ is telling us and sharing with us that I haven't been explaining for 5 years. Oh. Okay, so when's the trip to Germany, and where do we buy our taser so we can go all get arrested and have this wonderful experience so we pull our heads out of our tuchuses?
I can hook you up.
Okay, good. Good.
I can hook you up if you want to.
Well,
And by the way,
I'll drive your car individually. Like, this is the same car and the same, but different people coming across with tasers.
And by the way, for everybody, I heard in the group that everybody's coming on the 3rd, and due to flights from in and out of Serbia, I'm gonna be there on the 2nd, so I'm gonna have a day more with Sean.
Maybe.
So
now that I know you're coming, maybe not.
So yeah, thank you for the conversation this morning.
Good. Congratulations. What a great story. Feel the difference in telling it?
Yeah.
Feel the difference in using it as a leadership story, because everybody's going to get arrested. Most people never know their jailer. They never know the person who imprisoned them. You at least got to meet the people that convicted you. Most people never know who convicted them. It's usually the one in the mirror, but you know what you should do? Send them a thank you card.
Yeah. The Muldov police station. Okay. I'll listen, here's the guy that
Hey, listen, I just love the experience I had there, and I want to thank you guys for just being the good humans that you are. Sometimes being police isn't always looked upon as nice, but just thanks for being good humans. Put a little powder in it.
flower powder. Okay. Awesome. Well, I hope to see you on Wednesday.
Yep. Cool.
It's gonna be
Sounds
awesome.
good.
I'm
Yep.
looking forward to it very much. Okay. I'm looking forward to it.
We probably won't allow you to come into the port with tasers either, so just FYI.
I'll see what they have to offer me in Uber.
Okay.
Maybe they got some over there, but
Yeah, because you'll need a
thank
taser when you get here to the ranch because of all of
all the security measures in place.
that's right. Yeah.
I heard that the ranch owner has problems with guns and near
Yeah.
facilities of the government, so I gotta I gotta be prepared. Thank you.
Thank you. I love it. And listen, we still don't have Nola's baby yet, so you guys are gonna have fresh babies when you all get here. I'm just checking the camera again. Hey, I see Gigi Francois has her hand up. Good morning, my love.
Oh, good morning. I just wanted to say, I need you to cut that meditation and share it somewhere.
Okay. Well, it's
Yeah.
that part of it's on YouTube right now. This is on YouTube.
But I
So
need you to cut it and make it its own video on YouTube because more people need that.
okay.
Yeah. Because
I
I
can do that.
realized I was one of those people in the beginning when it came to the archetypes. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know what this man is talking about, but he's talking and this doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm just gonna check out. And now I'm like, okay, now I'm starting to understand this. Is starting to make more sense too. And realizing how beneficial this actually is.
Very cool. I love it. So yeah, I can clone it and then just go edit it on YouTube and cut off from the edge of our conversation.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Love it, love it, love it. Who else? Any last thoughts, comments, questions, takeaways? Good morning, Heather. You might be working out.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Yes, I am working out, and I have someone here who is also working out. So, but thank you for this morning. And I think you're going to have another regular listener.
Oh, outstanding. How cool
So,
is that?
yeah.
Thank you for.
She's over here shaking her head. No.
I don't want to work that hard. Don't scare me like that.
It's amazing. Okay, hang on just a sec. I'm gonna talk here for just a minute. So
okay,
carry on. No, I'm talking talking to Chrissy here.
Sounds like AJ's German investigation. I will keep talking. You carry on.
Yeah. And now I've forgotten what I was going to say. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I do remember because you said I don't want to work this hard.
Yeah.
That is, I'm finding that to be the case, not just with myself, but with so many people. They don't want to do the work.
Well, here's the thing. There's no work to do. There's no work to do. Your body is naturally healthy. Your body is naturally success. Do you know what the work is? Is the masking of it.
Sure.
The work of eating healthy isn't hard. It's a shift, but you don't have to work hard to eat healthy. You don't have to work hard to walk. The body is designed to walk. We're meant to be upright and mobile. It's not hard work. It's natural. And the challenge is it's hard. We have to ask people, are you okay with stepping back into your natural self?
Yes. And breaking the habits that got you where you are. But I'm finding it's, and I say this to people.
Sure.
I've started saying this to people that it's the exercise, the eating right, the coming here for therapies. That's easy. That's the easy part.
Well, no, that's the habit breaking part. That's one of the hardest parts. Because it's when they're not with you. Because it's easy to be around you. If I'm around your beauty, it's easy to be in beauty. It's when I'm not around you that I still have to see the beauty.
Oh, why did you bring up that word?
Dadgummit. Dadgummit. The universe, somebody over my shoulder said, use beauty. I'm like,
okay, so that's a conversation that's another conversation.
Yep. It's when I'm not with you that it's hard.
Right. And the mindset.
So, but you're making it sound like it's hard when it's with you.
Well, it's the mindset.
No, you've got that covered. You're the AJ of your German prison camp of people coming to you going, I'm going to make you happy, and you're going to listen, you use technology to force their body into healthiness. It's not hard for you. It's hard when they leave to accept the way they feel.
That's the key. That's what I was referring to. Yes. Is they're finding it the hard work is the mindset shifts that they're responsible for.
Right. Why was it easy for AJ to shift his mind? He's in a German police station, not in Serbia, because he knew he wanted to go home. We have to remind people their DMP, their definite medical purpose or major purpose, is that they need to remember what home is like. They haven't been to home in a long time. All of this work is to get to home. There's no trouble. There's no problem getting home. We all know that getting home from a vacation seems to go a hell of a lot faster than the getting to it.
Very true.
Why does it seem like it's so hard to get people on their wellness journey home? Because they think they're going to a place they don't know.
Yes.
You got to remind them, this is the constant conversation of, you realize you feel good now, right? Yes. This is your natural state.
Chrissy's over here shaking her head. She doesn't feel good right now.
She doesn't feel good because it's kind of like she fell asleep on her wellness. And when we fall asleep, we get pins and needles when we sit on our legs or sleep on our shoulder, and we wake up like, oh, my shoulder hurts so bad. It's because you slept on it. We've slept on our wellness for 2 decades, 3 decades, 4 decades. And somebody like you comes along and gingerly and with effort and love and determination wakens that, and it's pins and needles. Listen, this ain't going to be a fun journey until you got to know that where we're going to isn't a pain-free zone. But when you get there, you'll finally know what it's like to live pain-free.
Yeah.
We're just so used to, we call this comfort zone. Oh man, you're getting me out of my comfort zone. No, you're in a place that you become used to the pain. It's not a comfort zone. Who would ever want to leave their comfort zone? It's a pain zone you've become comfortable with, that any slight touch, it's like sunburn. We're constantly running around in lack burn and sunburn, and any touch, what? I just said hello, how are you? I gave you a hug. It hurts.
Yeah.
Our best version of us shouldn't hurt, but it does, because we've become so good at the bad version of ourselves. And that's why we need mentors. That's why we need people to say, how's that working for you? It's not, I don't want to be here. Then it's not your comfort zone. Wake up, Sherlock. And the problem is, we understand how important form is, right? There's some people who fold their dollars and put all of the faces right in the right way, and they put their dollars in the right way, and they organize their money in the right way, and they got all of their things in the right organization. But they are so out of organized in their energy and in their flow. The only thing they can organize is external. You work on the internal, literally, physically. And now we've got to work on the mental of wellness.
Yes.
Right? Which is the Nest program and the audios and the self-talk, because their self-talk is like, this hurts.
Yes.
It's not as, listen, if anybody's ever recovered from a C-section, I don't know that you could make them hurt as much as a C-section.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, I know. So my point is that, I can't even bend, I can't even move, I can't even this. Well, which is worse, a little soreness in your arms or a C-section? Oh, I'd rather this.
Sure.
So we have to remember the pain that we're avoiding, right? Medicine, I think Hippocrates says, may you never know the disease you've cured or you've avoided based upon your good habits. The disease, imagine, is it Christy? Imagine her being able to, if she has grandchildren or great-grandchildren at some point, that she'll still be able to play with them.
Yeah, she does have grandchildren.
Okay, so
and that's part of the reason that she's here.
Oh, shocking. I wonder how all this stuff shows up in my head. So imagine her being the role model, because grandchildren usually love their meemaws and papas and nanas a little bit better, because if we knew the fun grandchildren are, we'd have had them first. Yeah, she's the role model. Does she want her grandchild to have to go through what she's going through now, or is she going to teach her from the beginning to stay in the best shape and possible and all of that good stuff?
Right.
This is the legacy we all get to pass on. Love it.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Now,
Sean.
for sure, she's not going to be a listener.
Well, if she decides to,
show up with you, yes.
Yeah. If she decides to continue this time slot, yeah, she's going to be listening. Yeah. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you. Love you both. Thank you. And Christy, thank you for making the world a better place, because you put a smile on my dear friend Heather's face. And for that, that's a joyful experience for me. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Who else? Thoughts, comments, questions, take with yous, takeaways. Okay. I love you tons. I appreciate you. Thank you for making the world a better place. Remember, you have activated the archetypes within you to operate from that place of peace, of calm, right? So if we go through AJ's little story of his experience, what are you talking about? The warrior was activated. Instantly, the fight or flight. What are you talking about? Drugs? I don't have any drugs. What are you talking about, Skippy? Blah, 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 right? Warrior, warrior, warrior. Taken to the station. Maybe still a little warrior, starting to see people change their state. He got into his sovereign. He activated his magician going, okay, I have to control at a subconscious level. He said, I've got to control my state. Magician kicked in, sovereign kicked in. Then the lover kicked in, started smiling and being kind and gentle with people. So much so that this archetype of lover, magician, and sovereign, the warrior sat down. People started shifting their energy in the room. People started saying, hey, listen, it is what it is, but thanks. Sorry we missed your concert. The chief of the state, the head warrior. The warrior doesn't fight with, the warrior doesn't apologize to warrior. The warrior apologizes to sovereign. That's just the way it works. And the sovereign was kind enough to accept the apology and make them and allow them to maintain their station in life. The head warrior. When you understand energy and you understand flow and you understand how, this is why you got to promise to use this stuff for good. You got to promise to use it for good, right? Wallace D. Waddle says, none of this will ever work if you choose to use it for bad. You use this for good, you get people apologizing to you and in 4 hours letting you out of someplace. It probably shouldn't have been that short. And you now got a great story for $250. I could think of things I spent $250 on that are not stories I really want to repeat. So there you go. I am your head brain training. Get yourself out of German police stations, misfit. I'll see you all where?
The next event.
I love it, love it, love it. Good morning, Debbie. Somebody give me some Costa Rica.
Pura vida.
Pura vida. We love you, Mark. And some Lydias.
Peace be with us.
Peace be with us all. And some queen of helping you get out of prisons, Jessie Lee Ward.
Boss Lee.
Boss Lee, we love you, girl. A little white fluffy running around in all languages.
Gurgly.
Gurgly. That probably is German for something. So I love you all. We will see you tomorrow morning. What is today? Today's Friday. I don't know about tomorrow because a buddy of mine is having a sale. I should be able to do it, but I might have to be out of pocket in the morning. So it's up in the air right now. Don't plan on it, but if you want to do something else in the morning, go ahead and do it. But there's probably a 10% chance that we'll do tomorrow. So just keep open. I'll let you know this afternoon. Thanks, everybody. Till then, bye for now, Z.
Peace, family. Love you guys.
Love you all. Thank you, Sean.
Have a great day.
What is it, Seamus? You want to go out? You want to go play? My mouse died, so I can't turn the computer off. How cool is that? Seamus. What? Come here. Love me. Seamus. Hello, Debbie. What, Debbie? Hey, Debbie. What? Dub. Oh, Debbie. Oh. The mouse back. The mouse is back. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Bye for now.